Hey guys, welcome to EVO blog number 4. In this episode, we take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. This is how you know my blog isn't scripted, when everything doesn't go as it should. So the other day I spent quite a long time trying to drop the gas tank in the EVO. And remember a couple episodes back when I said I Google stuff and check it out how to do it before I dig into it? Yeah, I wish I would have did that for this project. I just looked underneath the car and thought that I should be able to remove it without dropping the rear diff and without lowering the rear subframe. Well, I was wrong. So as I talked about in the last episode, the car didn't have any fuel pump assembly unit in it. And because of that, basically there was this big opening into the gas tank. So when I looked into the gas tank, I could actually see lots of debris, little flies and stuff in there. So I wanted to clean that gas tank out. And I thought the easiest way to do that would probably just be to drop the tank so I could get at everything and take a look at it all. Well, dropping the gas tank in here is really not that easy to do. Basically, I tried to remove the gas tank and I couldn't get it out yet. So I'm gonna have to keep playing with that. I got frustrated, just kind of gave up, wanted to move to something that seemed more productive. But basically that's gonna be my question of the episode. If you've ever cleaned out a gas tank, what'd you do to clean it out? And do you think I can just pull the drains and then just run some fluid through it, brake clean or something to run through it and try and clean it out? Or do you think I should actually drop the whole tank and try to get it really clean that way? And speaking of the fuel system, I did find a good used fuel assembly unit online, which is great to have, but unfortunately, another step backwards. The actual arm here for the fuel gauge was broken during shipping. It looks like I could just get a replacement arm and then swap it onto this piece, but I don't know where I'm gonna find just this arm. I got a Warbo 255 pump also here, ready to go in. But like I said, I still need to finish dropping the tank, getting that cleaned out, getting this assembly unit all together, get the new pump in there before I can put it all back together. I also spent just a little bit of time working on the front bumper. I found an oil cooler air duct, so I bought that and installed that on the front bumper. And I also recently just found the rest of the grill mesh that I needed to fill out the whole front bumper, so I got that ordered and coming. I found a pretty good deal on a front mount intercooler online. There's a nice bar and plate style intercooler. It's a little bit thicker and wider than the OEM one. It's actually a Spearco brand, which I don't see a lot of people running in the EVO world, but it looks pretty good. It was a good price, so I picked that up. There was one big step forward on the engine. I did have time to get the cam swapped. I did end up deciding to run the GSC S1s, and the cam swap went pretty well. There wasn't a whole lot that tripped me up doing the cam install. It just kind of takes a while to do. It's a little bit tedious, especially when you go through and bleed all the lifters and do all that. So now the engine's not even actually as far along as it was before because I took the timing belt off just to make the whole cam swap job easier. But hopefully going forward now, I can really start putting a lot of this engine back together. And then maybe if all goes well, I'll actually get the clutch and transmission bolted onto the motor and then try to drop that in. And maybe on the next episode, I won't have this engine standing next to me. I also filmed pretty much everything when I did the cam install, so I'm hoping to make a how-to cam install video eventually. And that's about all I got for episode 4. So my question of the episode is basically to people that might know more about the fuel system here. You got any tips or tricks on getting that fuel tank out? Do I actually have to lower that rear subframe to get that gas tank all the way out? Anyone have any experience cleaning out gas tanks that had stuff in them to get them clean? And anyone have any tips on finding this whole unit, or at least the fuel lever arm here? So that's about it for episode 4. What can I say? Things don't always go as planned, especially when you're working on a project like this. I'm sure I'm gonna run into some more snags along the way, but I know I'll get it sorted out eventually, but it's half the fun, right? Just figuring stuff out. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to Insta-snap your grams all the way to Facebook and follow me places. See you in the next episode. I am a robot. So this is how you did this front grill mesh bumper, front bumper grill mesh. Does that make any sense? I made a drink.